like you are a winner. Everybody's a winner though. But for you to still be in this house till week 8, yeah, it's not easy. I've done a lot of job. Do you ever think that someone who cheat not surrender?
No, I didn't go with you. No, I did. I think our imagination. I don't even know. Because this is what so we were like this year. Then everybody was coming out one after the other. We were just having a random conversation of everything that happened in the house. But instead that, gym, like this garden we did.
Oh, we don't dare outside.
Yeah, but we don't dare outside. But it just be like we did one garden. So I can't remember that. Like, I feel like everything about to like show them one thing about me and say, I always see some things when that can happen. Even like.
Guys, one thing you can bet Dede would do is to balance her boat. If Kola misbehaves, she will shift to Koyin. If Koyin and Kola misbehave at the same time, she will shift to KOYIN or any other person. It can even be ROOBOY. When she said she is going to save Koyin, I wanted to hear the answer that she would have given when he asked, why won't you save Joanna? Really wanted, I don't know why. Kayode had to go for market break at that time. That was such a bad timing. But do you know what was not bad timing? Was that ROOBOY's story about a dream he had and how that the dream actually played out inside the house with Ebuka drilling him about Thelma. And then the whole conversation he had about Telma going to KOLA and BRIGHT Morgan, and someone coming to ask him if Thelma likes BRIGHT Morgan. Is Thelma keeping her crushes close? I believed that, yeah. The reason why Thelma didn't have a relationship in the house is because the people that she liked didn't like her back, or at least did not like her back in that way. But did you also want to hear what Dede's reason would be for not saving Joanna? Because me, I wanted it. I really wanted to hear. Joanna has taken you to bed and breakfast. I mean, it's not as though Joanna saved her or given her immunity before. As a matter of fact, she is the one that gave Joanna immunity. So maybe she just wants to balance it out. Do you get, like, Joanna got immunity because she picked the call, okay? Yes, if it was something bad, they would have suffered together anyway. Joanna gave her bed and breakfast, time to rest, have good food. She has repaid the kindness. So I don't think it would have been bad if maybe she gets HOH or she has the opportunity to save someone and she saves Koyin. I do not think that Joanna will be angry because she's already gotten her good time and also her immunity. In that house, one of the best gifts that you can give to anybody there is to get them to have immunity. Me by becoming HOH and saving them, or whatever other way that you're able to give someone immunity, like Dede picking the call and Joanna getting immunity. So I think in that particular sense, it is balanced, and it will also be just nice to give. I don't think that Koyin would save Dede though. I don't think so. I feel like Koyin is the type of person that likes to be unpredictable. I doubt that if Koyin wins HOH, will come and pick Dede and say, oh, Dede is the person that I want to save. Or maybe he will, considering that he will not be able to take her to HOH lounge, right? So he will pick someone and then save her later. If he had won the HOH Challenger game yesterday, at least we would have known where the whole thing would have headed. But it's fine. Yeah, I don't even have a problem with it. I also kind of like just couldn't help but notice how their relationship has progressed. Now they're talking about even people from their homes, you know, like Koyin talking about his sister being back from school at this time, his mom watching the show. And I mean, like, in as much as this is a game, the fact that they spend a lot of their time together, they cannot help the bond that is formed between them based off the relation, based off the time that they spend together. Yes, they don't talk about other people, and I think that's probably one of the reasons why their friendship, like, people can't really enter their friendship. Do you get? Because there is no cockroach in the cupboard for anybody to unravel. Another thing too is Koyin is not a kiss and tell. So whatever happens between the two of them kind of like stays between the two of them. Same thing with Dede as well. And also just the fact that they don't actually actively talk about other housemates. The only thing that they talk about is themselves, their family, their experiences, their aspirations and stuff like that. And I think that's the reason why nobody can enter. There's really no loophole for other housemates to come through. And that's something that makes their relationship unique, because how we did with KOLA is not the same thing. Jason also is sort of like a kiss and tell. So if she does something with Jason, there are other people will hear it and it will go around the house. KOLA only will take it everywhere. So I think that's what makes Dede's relationship with Koyin unique, and it's also the reason why she keeps going back to him. And he also keeps, just keeping the friendship afloat. Now, I was not expecting, I feel like ROOBOY should move on at this point. She get like, girl no like you, it's not by force. Whatever it is that she said, move on. The idea of now, because he was, now, in as much as I'm going to drag ROOBOY, he said something that, according to him, Thelma is the one that keeps saying she does not like him, right? To be a romantic partner, but she has issues, or she used to complain when she sees him with other girls. So in his mind, it's like, you don't want me, you also don't want me to have other people, but you are comfortable going to KOLA and BRIGHT. And I'm like, I thought those were her friends. Something extra to Thelma's relationship with KOLA and BRIGHT, or is it that she likes them, and since she cannot have them in a romantic way, she just wants to keep them close as friends, like friend zone herself in their lives without them realizing that she has already, thought about her odds and discovered that it will not work, and just intentionally friend zoned herself. I don't know how this whole thing worked, but I feel that is what ROOBOY is trying to communicate. And whoever came to him to ask that question about whether Thelma likes Bright Morgan, I did not even think that there was anything there. Do you guys get, like, I did not think that Thelma liked Bright Morgan. She does not even spend a lot of time with Bright. Again, Bright is obsessed with Midi. It is also obsessed with him. So they hardly, I don't think there will even be loophole for Thelma to enter. But she does really spend a lot of time with KOLA. When Ortega was around, I felt like Ortega was the man, out of everybody. But also considering the fact that Ortega had a certain, kind of thing to him. Recently, she's been telling KOLA he's not alpha male, and I think Ortega was her type of man. He was solid. He could cook. He could crack jokes. He could command the room. Do you get? Ortega speaks, people listen, right? And he could also be petty when it needed, when push comes to shove, but not petty in ROOBOY way. So I think Ortega was a type of man. But again, the guy that she liked didn't like her back. He rather wanted Sabrina. And I don't know if Sabrina and Ortega's relationship would have blossomed if not for how things turned out, not just for Sabrina, but also for Ortega as well. So maybe that was it. Since she couldn't have Ortega, and now Ortega is no longer in the house, so maybe I think she probably would have liked if KOLA gave her green light. Telma and KOLA probably would have done something, but I don't think it would have been anything solid based on the way that KOLA behaves. Telma likes are meant to be manly as manly can be. How did Faith put it? Lumberjack, aura type of man, muzzled in every way. physically and also character-wise. You have to have muscle. You can't be a caller that cannot command the room, cannot influence people. You know, that type of caller is just caller. Caller is just baby boy. I don't think that baby boy can actually successfully be in Thelma's life without Thelma turning the person's life upside because she has such a dominant personality. I am not bashing her, guys. I'm just stating what I see, and it's not like I have a problem with that personality. I don't. I believe that there are some women that just have that character, and for them, they need to have a very masculine man for them to actually like exude any type of femininity. You get? So that's what I think of the whole situation with Thelma and Kola. If Kola was a bit more manly, oh yes, I think she would have wanted him. Because Omo, have you seen, there was a particular day that Dede and Kola were speaking. I think they were trying to make up after Dede returned, a bit before she went. Something happened between them and they were trying to talk things over. Thelma kept taking her yash. The space between the table and where Kola and Dede were sitting was so tiny. And Thelma kept on going there looking for something that was never there in the first place. She kept going back and forth and it was kind of like weird and awkward. And I think Dede noticed it and Kola probably also noticed it. But they didn't give her any attention at all. So I remember that day. I mean, the signs are there. Do you get? That's what I'm trying to say. The signs are there because what's up with her telling Kola that he's not an alpha male because he cannot control Imisi? If she didn't have, you know, interest in him. And as for ROOBOY, right? This girl says she doesn't like you. You talk about how she talks about you. And it's like, why are you talking about me? But you also cannot stop talking about this same person. Then he talked about how Ebuka was nodding his head when he was answering the question because he's not going to deny the fact that he likes her because that would be a fuck up. Actually, that's true. I think I like the fact that he stood on business when he was answering that question. It's not a crime to like someone. And it is not a crime also for the person to not like you back. It is okay to be rejected. But I just feel like ROOBOY does not deal well with rejection. And it is why he keeps talking about her. And Thelma also talks about him too because it's ROOBOY. ROOBOY talks to someone, you just know. You get, it does not hide the fact that he's talking about you to other people. So most of the times, right, when Thelma talks about ROOBOY, it is like a reaction, you know, what he may have said or conversations that he may have had about her. It's not necessarily that Thelma will sit down one place and then start discussing ROOBOY. Most of the times that I've seen Thelma or heard her have conversations that included ROOBOY, it is she just reciprocates the energy. Do you get? So now it's like toxic exes for people that never dated. For two people that never even like had a kiss or anything. Imagine if their relationship had even started like Victory and Jasmine before it ended. It would have been a lot more toxic than the two of them. So to a large extent, I'm actually happy that Thelma didn't agree for ROOBOY because, to be frank, yes, Thelma is classist, but ROOBOY and her don't think on the same level, and she would have dominated him so bad.